The controller then tells the input to turn off the power as the water is already boiling. The controller then tells the input to turn off the power as the water is already boiling.
The friends shared similar tastes in music. The friends shared similar tastes in music.
This attitude allows one to face the hardships with as little harm as possible. This attitude allows one to face the hardships with as little harm as possible.
Individuals associated with academic disciplines are commonly referred to as experts or specialists. Individuals associated with academic disciplines are commonly referred to as experts or specialists. Individuals associated with academic disciplines are commonly referred to as experts or specialists.
Programming languages started to appear in the 1950s. and this was also another major step in abstraction. Programming languages started to appear in the 1950s, and this was also another major step in abstraction.
Their first day at work was successful. Their first day at work was successful. Their first day at work was successful.
Industrial engineering is a branch of engineering which deals with the optimization of complex processes or systems. Industrial engineering is a branch of engineering which deals with the optimization of complex processes or systems.
Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes. Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes. Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes.
Others note that positive film reviews have been shown to spark interest in little-known films. Others note that the positive film reviews have been shown to spark interest in little-known films.
Early trains used horsepower and ran on wooden or iron tracks. Early trains used horsepower and ran on wooden or iron tracks. Early trains used horsepower and ran on wooden or iron tracks.
This labor union set the following as a basic policy for personal information. This labor union set the following as a basic policy for personal information.
They received praise for their good behavior. They received praise for their good behavior. Hi there. What can I do for you? Yes, that's correct. I'm the one who manages the study abroad programs. What can I help you with? Sure. The programs are open to all students, and you can choose from a variety of different options depending on your interests. We have a lot of students who are interested in studying business or history abroad. We've also had students do volunteer work and work as aides in schools teaching English. If you want, we can set up a meeting to go through the programs together. Just let me know your field of study and academic interests beforehand so I can have a few options prepared. You can fill out the meeting request form online to select a date and time.
What are some things you can do to have fun while working on tasks?
Working on tasks could be very challenging or boring, especially if you are a procrastinator, as I am. But I have found out that there are actually a few things that I can try, and they help me go through challenging situations. For example, I can listen to music that helps a lot, and some types of music actually help you to focus better and to be more productive. So when the type of music that I like to do this is usually like classical music or music from video games, especially music from strategical video games. I don't know why, but that one works better for me. Sometimes I also play video games, as crazy as it sounds. There are some games that are like turn-based. So the interesting thing about this is that you can, I don't know, like do something, wait for a turn, wait for another turn while you work in another tasks, and there is not like a hurry to go for the next turn. So you can play and be productive at the same time, and that helps me to stay motivated. I can see an old man who is painting on a canvas. He's actually drawing with a pencil. A woman, and the woman looks very serious. The woman is wearing a white blouse and black pants. Okay, also in the background there are many people, like a bunch of people, and many of them are behind a tree. I can also see some plants and probably some umbrellas. There is a building on the right hand, and they are standing on probably a square from a city or town, and I can see that the floor is made of bricks. The man is wearing a beret and he has black hair, and he is also wearing a coat. The woman looks very interested in the picture, and the day is very sunny. This photo seems looks a little bit old, like if it was taken with a camera from probably 10 years ago, although it's very interesting and I like it. Participating in community organizations or activities could be a thrilling experience or at least a learning experience. It could also be relaxing. Some of the things that people could do for the local community could be like cleaning the city, cleaning the streets, picking up trash. That is something. Another one could be serving food, like giving away food for the people in need. Also, they could participate in teaching activities. For example, they could teach others how to take care of the city, how to find jobs, how to learn other languages, or also how to take care of themselves better. The why might people choose to volunteer their time? It could be as an opportunity to learn. I think that one is very important. But I think that many of the people participating in this have a social motivation. They want to get to know people, they want to improve their social skills, they want to get work contacts to expand their network, they networking. Okay, and I think that's it. Okay, that's very intriguing question. I think that belonging or joining to different types of organizations can be very helpful, especially because you can get help from other people, especially if they become your friends or they have like teams of professionals about one specific topic or even about different topics. But I think that not everything is just benefits. There are some disadvantages that one should consider as well before joining. The main one is that it could be very time consuming, even if it's for just a few hours. Some few hours could have a very high opportunity costs for some people. For example, I wanted to join to dance lessons, and it sounded as a good idea, but then I realized that since I had to work and I had to study other things, it was very hard to me to go to classes and to stay in the program. So I think that that might not be good for everyone. Luckily or fortunately, there are some activities in group that do not require like one specific time to join them or to be active. For example, there are like some groups online, for example, for gamers, for students, or many other things in which you don't need to follow a specific schedule. So I think that might be better for some people, including myself. I think that I can think of one example of this. For example, when I was younger, I used to participate in debates online, and I learned a lot. I was seeing different points of view. I was realizing that there are many different ways to approach or to receive criticism, and also how to answer back. So it was a grateful experience from my end. Also, moreover, I think that when it comes to professional organizations, it's not much different. But as an adult, you want to get contacts more than fun. So yeah, it's great.